On the 16th of July 2023, Harry Maguire was stripped of his captaincy of Manchester United. That summer, a deal was agreed with West Ham United for him to be sold for £30 million. The deal broke down as Maguire was intent on staying at United and fighting for his place. Fast forward just over 2 years, and this week he scored the winner against Liverpool, meaning that United won at Anfield for the first time in nearly 10 years. The redemption arc of Harry Maguire is one that has to be admired. The fact that he was basically cast off by Erik ten Hag back in 2023, it looked like all roads led to West Ham, and that he was adamant that he could make a player of himself at Manchester United, and has shown that he has become that player, is something to be very much admired. There is rumours this week that Maguire is willing to take a pay cut to stay at United past his current contract. And again, everything that he has happened over the last 2 years, the fact that he, to be fair, isn't the starting one of the three if all players are fit, but he is still quite a key factor of the team. He shows good leadership skills despite no longer being the captain. He shows that there is a way of redeeming yourself within a top six side, or what is classed as a top six side still in Manchester United. And he has proven that despite the fact that you may not play every single week, you can still be a key player for a big club. Now, I wouldn't put Harry Maguire in United's best 11 in a sense, especially in the Ruben Amorim back three. I would say that De Ligt, Euro, and Martinez would be your first three defenders if you were to have everybody fit. However, there is a necessity for a player like Harry Maguire, because in a game like at Anfield, where you need a bit more solidity, you need to have a player that can play on the back foot. You need a player that has the experience to be able to deal with that sort of big game. Maguire proved, especially this week, he did prove that he is the player to use. Add to that the fact that Maguire is a threat going forward as well, especially from set plays and times when United have needed a goal from a player who is basically what you would describe as the big man up top. This is a list of Harry Maguire's last 6 goals. These are the 6 goals he has scored within the last 2 seasons, since the start of last season. He scored a 91st minute equaliser against Porto in the Europa League. He scored a 93rd minute winner against Leicester in the FA Cup. He scored a 47th minute winner against Ipswich, that obviously finished 3-2. He scored the 121st minute winner against Lyon in the Europa League with that massive win in the knockout stages. He scored the 89th minute winner against Grimsby in the League Cup this season. Obviously, that went on to penalties, and we all know what happened there. And he's also scored the 84th minute winner against Liverpool in the Premier League this week. They are some clutch goals. They are some big goals in big games where United are needing a goal, and he has come up big. Most of them, I will admit, are headers. I think they all are headers, actually. Where we're basically putting the ball forward into the area, into the danger zone, in the mixer, and he is in the right place. He is getting the right purchase on the ball and scoring the goals. So he is a threat on both sides. He's a good defender on the back foot, and I think that's why when the rumours came up with him going to West Ham back in 2023, it was seen as a good fit because they were a team that played on the back foot quite regularly, whereas United don't really do that. They didn't do it with Ten Hag. They don't really do it under Amorim in most games. But in the big name games where you need a player to be able to do that, that's where Maguire comes into play. It's the games where the teams you're playing are going to be on the front foot. Your Liverpools, your Cities, your Arsenals, all the way from home. I would expect Maguire to be playing in those games purely on the basis that he has the experience and the know-how to be able to play on the back foot, get balls away from the goal, and he can then be a threat from set pieces going forward. He can play a good pass. One of the 2 assists that he has this season is it wasn't 2 seasons, sorry, over the last 2 seasons was Dallow's goal against Lyon. It was the second goal of the game. It was a ball played over the top. So he has the ability to be able to play the long pass. The other assist he has, weirdly enough, is the assist for the winner against Chelsea. So he's not only scoring the winners and the equalisers, he's also assisting them too. For me, Harry Maguire is the story of a player who was basically lambasted. He was a meme not too long ago. He was basically seen as the outcast of the back 4 at the time, under Eric Ten Hag. He was seen as one of the players that was no longer required. He was surplus to requirements and he was on his way out to West Ham. Fast forward 2 years and 2 months, and he has shown that he is someone you can rely on in certain games. He is a player that when United are on the back foot, you can rely on to deal with the pressure. And I think that he is what I would describe as a Manchester United player, one way or another. Now, the fact that there is a rumour going around that he's willing to take a pay cut just to stay at United, and the fact that he's coming out on social media after the game, purely with one caption, "I love this club." And that is what I want to see. I want to see players that want to play for Manchester United. Not players that are coming for the money or the perks of being a Manchester United player, whatever they may be. I want players that are coming to Manchester United to put on that shirt, go out into that Old Trafford crowd and do the business for Manchester United, for the club, for the badge. And I think that Harry Maguire is one of those players. Would I say that Maguire has an amazing ability as a defender? No, I would not say that. I don't think he is an unbelievable quality player as a centre-back like a Ramos or a Ferdinand or anything like that. But sometimes you don't need that. Sometimes you just need a player that can do the basics right, get the ball away from the goal, and be a threat up top. And that's what Maguire is. And I think that he still has a place at United. I have personally admitted in the past that I think Harry Maguire wasn't suitable for United. I didn't think he was of the quality of Manchester United. However, you do need adaptability in certain games, and he proved it this week at Anfield. He was solid, as were De Ligt and Shaw. They were all fantastic, and it's just that we have to pinpoint Harry Maguire purely because the road he has been on as a Manchester United player. He may not be the captain, but he certainly is a leader at United. What do you guys think? Let me know what your thoughts are on Harry Maguire. Like this video if you have. Subscribe if you are new. Until next time, guys. Take care.